Hollywood's still on strike, and 67% of Americans surveyed support the writers and SAG-AFTRA strikes, according to a poll conducted by Data for Progress.
Plus, there's trouble ahead for a couple of celebrities. Award-winning entertainment journalist and friend of the show, Mr. Nelson Aspen, weighing in on a few headlines from Tinseltown. Thank you so much for being here.
Great having you here.
Oh, boy. All right, first off, some sad news. Ron Cephas Jones passed away, two-time Emmy Award winner. I'm telling you, his scenes in
This Is Us.
Oh, my
He's
God.
amazing. He won 2 Emmys for that role.
So heartbreaking.
And he passed away at the age of 66. According to his representatives, he had a chronic pulmonary condition. And he always was so vital and so full of heart and soul that it was a shock and a sad surprise to the family, the friends, the fans. Interestingly, he is survived by his daughter Jasmine, which notably, they were the first father-daughter duo to win Emmys together in 2020.
Wow.
So a special moment. So he's got a great legacy.
Yeah, all of his cast members posting on social media.
Tony nominee too.
Yeah, really sad. Moving on to another topic, though. You're a longtime SAG member. What's your take, though? How long do you think this strike is going to last?
Well, I hope it lasts less time than I've been a SAG member since 1981. But yeah, the Writers Guild went on strike in May. The actors followed suit in July. And my sources tell me within the studio system that they're willing to wait this out. They're willing to go the distance. And frankly, so are the actors and writers. They'll go until, you know, the last man standing kind of thing. But it's looking, I think, to be the end of October.
Wow.
But they're going to have to come to some sort of an agreement sometime or another, and because they always will. And actors and writers, you know, the old expression, a writer must write. People have to work.
Yeah, well, Fran Drescher is union president. I mean, how's she weathering this storm? How's she doing? I mean, is her leadership coming through?
Who would have imagined the nanny would turn out to be such a leader?
She's taking care of everybody.
She is really formidable. She's doing a great job, I think, as far as the actors are concerned. Interestingly, she's up for re-election, so she'd better do a good job. What's noteworthy about this is the last time there was a double strike between actors and writers with the unions was back in 1960 when Ronald Reagan was the SAG president. And look at what happened to Ronald Reagan after his SAG presidency. He went on to the governorship and then, of course, the presidency. So maybe Fran Drescher could follow a similar path.
How is this going to affect the fall lineup?
Well, things are going to be delayed. Some shows have already been canceled. The shows that were expecting it to be picked up are not being picked up. So, you know, the last time we had delays, we saw a proliferation of reality shows. It might happen again. We might see more game shows, more news shows, more reality shows.
Yeah, well, you know, we were talking about Barbie, you know, being like one of the highest grossing movies, but the advantage that they had was they banked a lot of promotion, because right now, actors are not allowed to do promotions for these movies, and that's hurting Hollywood right now.
They're making all sorts of interim agreements for independent films. You know, there are certain caveats for certain productions, but that's not sustainable.
Let's switch gears a little bit. Britney making headlines again. Britney Spears. Now she's getting a divorce, but she's clearly going through a lot right now.
We thought the third time might be a charm with her husband, Sam, who she married last year in June. However, he filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences, allegations of physical abuse from Britney, as well as infidelity. They both had an ironclad prenup. So now he's just looking to recoup spousal support, court costs, and there seems to be an issue about the 2 dogs that may yet to be determined. However, Britney, who claims she was blindsided, no sooner did she escape that 13-year conservatorship than she went into this marriage. It's kind of like, who will look after Britney now? She's made some curious timing over the weekend, posting on Instagram some topless photos of herself partying with what she called her favorite boys. She seems to be managing without one man in the house, but there are apparently several.
All right. Well, talking of burying the lead, you've got an upcoming book coming, man. Tell us about it.
Well,
What's
you'll appreciate this as New Yorkers because it's a semi-autobiographical novel, because I can't remember everything. It was the 80s, after all. But I've titled it Dancing Between the Raindrops, because that's what my dad used to say to me. He'd say, I don't know how you make it through the day running around the way you run around in New York City. you must be dancing between the raindrops. So the book is a look at the 80s in New York City. If you were here in the 80s and remember all the fabulous things that there were to have, of course, all under the specter of the AIDS crisis, which was going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And I've got real life experiences that come through in the book, so you'll have little encounters with Donald Trump, little encounters with Ed Koch, Peter
boy.
Allen, Liza Minnelli, and
Wow.
even Princess Diana. So
Oh, my
there's a lot
goodness.
coming in.
Well, that sounds great.
Later this year. I'll come back and tell you when it's
Come back
ready.
and tell us all about it. Anyway, thanks again for your time this
My
morning.
pleasure.
Always love
Always a
having you
pleasure.
on.
Thank you.